do you coach them? How do you talk to people? Remember I told you early on in my opening that this was the most important thing I learned in the last 30 years? Prior to learning this information, I used to live out of the back of a '68 Ford station wagon. I had 37 different jobs by the time I was 27. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've done bad things, but I learned how to control and change my self-talk. That conversation that you're having inside your head right now. As I'm talking to you, you're talking to yourself. You're saying, I wish that guy would stand still. I wish my wife was here to hear this. I wish the guy at the lights would, what are we going to do for lunch? I got to go back out and see if I can win some more money on the table. All that stuff goes on inside of your head as I'm talking to you. When I quit talking, it carries on about 10 times as fast. It's impossible, hear me clearly, it's impossible to not talk to yourself. Somebody always goes, well, what if I'm in an alpha state, or I'm in a meditative state, or deep prayer, and I'm not talking to myself? How would you know if you're not talking to yourself if you didn't talk to yourself to find out you're talking to yourself? So therefore you'd be talking to yourself to know that you're not talking to yourself. It's impossible. You're always coaching yourself. You're going to do it anyway, folks. So you might as well hear what I have to say, because it can make your life a lot happier and a lot easier. You see, we as human beings, we're very goal-oriented people. We move towards that which we think about. Okay? You set goals all day long. And some of you go, no, I don't set goals. Yeah, you do. Your goal set to get up, to go to the bathroom, get breakfast, get to work, get back home again, get the kids off. All these things are goals. We move towards what we think about. We're very goal-oriented. So like the heat-seeking missile, wherever the missile goes, or wherever the jet goes, the missile does what? It adjusts and it chases until it flies into the jet. It's a heat-seeking missile. That's a goal-oriented missile. Human beings are the same way. We move towards, whether it's good for us or not, we move towards whatever we're thinking about. And some of you are going, well, how does that apply? The problem is that a lot of us have dirty, rotten, stinking thinking. Okay? And I'm not talking about being here in Vegas, dirty, rotten, stinking thinking. I'm talking about every day we have things that we say to ourselves that if a friend said them to us, we probably wouldn't have them around very long as a friend. Oh, I can't do this. There's no way I can get ahead in this economy. There's no way, I'm not the right color, I'm not the right sex, I'm not the right size, I'm not the right, and our self-talk constantly is beating ourselves down. Constantly telling ourselves, well, it's hard for me to lose weight. I can't get ahead in this. And we're constantly feeding ourselves negative, dirty, rotten, stinking talk. And we move towards it, and we can't figure out why we can't change it. You're in control. It's a learned behavior. You learned that very early on. Think about this. How many times have we told our kids something? Remember when they used to walk into the room with a glass of juice, and you said, Jimmy, don't spill it. And then as soon as you said don't spill it, what happens? It's like it just jumps out of their hand, okay? Not at all what you wanted. Loved ones are great. Honey, don't touch your face anymore, okay? And then what do you want to do right now more than anything else? Touch your face, yeah, okay? Honey, you be careful. You always get in a lot of accidents. Oh, geez, thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. I better go find one. It's been a long time. We tell people what it is we don't want instead of telling people what it is we do want. We tell ourselves what we don't want instead of what it is we do want.